Howdy guys, my name is Billy, aka The Reading Cowgirl, and welcome back to the channel. I had a week off from work last week, so I did the only logical thing and spent all days reading. And for some reason, I managed to read 17 books in 7 days, so let's talk about them. The first book I read was The Vaughn and Chris Plan a Wedding. It was technically a reread. A dear friend of mine had a birthday and I spent the first day of my holidays rereading it, annotating it for her, tabbing and everything like that. So it's not actually this copy that I read, but one I gifted to her. And I thought it was just a really nice present to give to somebody. This is one of my favorite romances of all time. It's one of those books I keep recommending to literally everybody. It's fake dating, it takes place on a TV set, it has two women of color as leads. It's just amazing. It's one of my favorite books of all time. And it was just so lovely to be back. I rated it 5 stars because I rated it 5 stars the first time I read it, and it was just wonderful to read this one again. Then I read Deep End by Ellie Hazelwood. I actually listened to it, most of it, through Libro, and it was something. It was a book. I really like the fact that in the audiobook, the male narrator did like the male voice. It's only from Scarlett's perspective though. And like seeing that we're two narrators, I thought there would be like multiple POVs, but it was only Scarlett's. And, but like every time what's the guy's name? Lucas spoke, or like any other male character, the male narrator would like pipe in. And I thought it was really nice. And I'm very excited to listen to Love in a Blog. I don't know what it's called. The one with the two people. I have that on audiobook as well. I'm very excited to listen to that one as well because it also has the same narration style. I thought it was very interesting, especially with the spicy scenes. And I heard some people saying, oh my god, it's the most spiciest book I've ever read. I'm like, no, it was not. So it just made me reading a lot of sapphic romances. So I think the spice in this was, it was like spicier than all the other books I've read of Hazelwood. Books centered around sports as well. So in the end, I quite enjoyed that one. Read Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeists. Yeah. I think I gave it 3 stars in the end, but like barely. I wanted to read more indie pub because I wanted to support more indie pub. But at the same time, this book just needed a really good editor. Because I think the entire like premise of it, like the main character, or one of the main characters, like summoning the ghost of her ex, and then the ex is going to help her set up with somebody new, was really interesting. The way it like turned out, not that good. No, this was a bit of a disappointing book, so I felt like this could have used a really good editor. So yeah, I'm still not really sure if I would recommend it. The audiobook, the quality was also not that good. And I understand that it was probably also like done with like indie, and because like I want to support indie pub, but at the same time the quality of the book and the quality of the narration of the audiobook, it wasn't that good. So I'm like on the fence about it. It's complicated. Anyway, I read it. It wasn't that long, and I really liked the little art in it because I thought it was really, really cute. But the book was just, it needed some editing. I read the first 5 books in the Teen Titan comic series. This is one of my favorite graphic novel series of all time. I really, really love these. Book 1, 2, and 3 were rereads for me, but book 4 and 5 were actually new, and I enjoy these a lot. I love these. I am more of a Marvel girly myself, but these are one of my favorites. I cannot wait for book 6 to come out later this year, and I will like instantly buy it and read it. This is just lovely. It tells like the Teen Titan stories. I really liked my favorite Teen Titan showing up in this volume because I was waiting for him to show up, and he was finally there. I just really love the entire like found family style of these books. The art style is gorgeous. I really love the stories. These are just amazing. Then I read the Dutch translation of Something to Talk About by Meryl Wilsner. I love Meryl Wilsner's books. And like Mistakes Were Made and Clean Cute were some of my favorite books I read like last year and the year before that. But this just wasn't it. So I really, really like celebrity romances. But this one was just, I was like not interested in it at all. And like finishing it felt like more like a task near the end. So I'm a bit disappointed by this one. It's also a bit older. I think it came out in 2020. It's weird to say it's a bit older. It's like 5 years ago. But yeah, I didn't really feel this one. Then I read Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I read this bad boy in one day. It's still my biggest accomplishment in my entire life. I love this one. I do have to say that I've seen the movies many a times before, and I really love that, because sometimes the book was going to like a bit fast for me. And it's weird to say that because it's quite a slow story, but it went a bit fast. I was like, oh wait, this like also happened in the movie. So for me, it was really good that I saw the movie before, which made it easier for me to understand the book, because sometimes it's like it lost me. But I really, really like this one. I think like the friendship between Legolas and Gimli is like my favorite thing ever. It was so perfect. Right, I Shall Never Fall in Love. This was a really cute graphic novel. It's historical fiction, and it also really talks about, especially like in the little appendix, about queerness and blackness in the past. And I think that was very interesting. I really, really like this one. Then I read Kiss the Girl. This is the Dutch translation. It's a bit of an older one. It's like 2014, so it's like 11 years old. And whenever I'm reading like a queer book that's a bit older, I'm already like, But this one was really good. I really, really loved this one. It was amazing. Like, I was listening to it on audiobook and I was just in it right from the get-go. I do have to say, it's like multiple POV and there was only one narrator. And I hate that with audiobooks. If there's multiple POVs, please give me multiple narrators. Even if they're from the same gender, I want 2 narrators. This one was lovely. I was like fully invested in it. Also because there was not that a lot of drama. It's like a workplace romance. It's like working from rival companies. But it was wonderful. I really, really liked this one, and I really want to read the rest of the series too. Two Towers, book 2 in Lord of the Rings. Also really like this one. Legolas, Light of My Lives. Really, really like this one too. It's just the letters are so tiny. I haven't read book 3 yet, and I will. But the letters are so tiny, and like I have to like be present the entire time, so I cannot like audiobook them that easily. But I really, really like these. And then I read Deep Dark. I really loved Girl from the Sea, and I really like this one as well. It did feel quite long though. It's like, what is it? How many pages? Over 500 pages? I think so. Yeah, almost 500 pages. And with graphic novels, if they're like over 300, they always feel really, really long to me. I thought it was beautiful, but it just felt a bit too long. Then I read Make a Season Bride by Ashley Herring Blake. I knew her name. Yeah, I read a Christmas book in April. It's not even April. I read a Christmas book in February. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I was a bit weird because it's second chance romance, and I normally don't really like those. But I really enjoyed this one. And like the entire reason they broke up in the first place made sense to me. And sometimes with like second chance romances, it does not. I enjoyed this one. I think it's a really, really good one to read around Christmas time. And this edition is also like really, really pretty. And I'm really happy I can put it on my shelves now. And to last, every time you hear that song, this book made me gasp out loud. It's been a while since a book made me gasp out loud, but this one did. I thought it was really fun. It really gave me like Dolly Parton vibes. The lady here on the cover, she died. And she's like a really big music artist. And there's like this little, like, how do you call that? Egg hunt? Or like egg chase? How do you say this in English? People have to like find clues. And to find like her unreleased songs. It was really, really nice. I really like this. It's queer. The other female main character is bisexual. And I just really love this one. It was really good. You Can't Spell Treason Without T. This one was lovely too. I'm gonna read book 2 very, very soon because I thought it was really fun. It's cozy fantasy, but like higher stakes than, for example, Legends and Lattes. There's dragons involved. There's a queen who wants people dead. I really enjoyed this one too. So, this is how I spent my spring break. Or how do you call it, spring break? I think we call it spring break. Anyway, this is how I spent spring break. I read a lot, really loved it. I think my favorite book, besides the Chris Planner Wedding, was probably Teen Titans Starfire. I really, really loved that one. But besides Savannah Chris, none of them were 5 stars. I think I've only given one book 5 stars so far this year that wasn't a reread, which was, what's it called again? The Romantic Tragedies of a Drama King. I thought that one was lovely and amazing, and I cannot wait for it to be translated into Dutch. So yeah, I have not had that many 5-star reads this year. Like, I had 3, 2 of them were rereads, so it doesn't really count. So, if you made it to the end of the video, can you please recommend me books that you gave 5 stars, that you think I'll love? Because I need a 5-star read so bad. These were all lovely, and I had an amazing time reading them and reading that much over spring break. But none of them were like 5 stars worth. And I need that in my life really bad right now. Yeah, I'm going to put these on the shelves, which is going to be fun. I don't think I'll have room for it. Yeah, that's basically the video. Next week, I'll talk about the books I've pre-ordered for this year, because I pre-ordered a bunch. I always do that once a year, so next week I will be talking about these books, and I will see you guys in the next video.